Hi, this is John. This is the field where we planted the mixture of smuts finger grass, panicum and Rhodes grass together with the Desmodium legume seed, followed by cattle. It was in mid-November. It was very dry, but the rain was expected. The rain came. Then we had that long dry spell until towards the end of December. So it's hard to find if anything much is germinated in here, but anyway, I'm still hoping that we will get something with these good rains, since the rains came in December. But what I've done as well is I've planted rows of Leucaena tree seed in here to make these hedgerows, in which I want to use as demarcations for the electric fencing. So I hold out approximately every 1.5 meters, 2 meters, depending, nothing too accurate. And we planted the Leucaena seed, and it is just starting to germinate. As you can see, there's one coming out there. We put a couple of seeds into each hole. I'm hoping that we'll get at least one in each hole, and then out of that develop this hedgerow of Leucaena. And the hedgerows are about 20 meters apart. I'll show you the other one over here. So the one that we've just looked at was on the edge of the field. So here we're into the middle portion of the field, and I've planted 2 rows 2 meters apart. And the seed here is also just starting to germinate. As you can see there, this little one here, that's the Leucaena tree coming out. They're only just starting to come, so I'm hoping that within a week ahead we will see a nice twin row of Leucaena. So the idea here is that in the interrow here we will put the electric fence, and I'm also contemplating putting in acacia trees every 10 meters in between these lines of Leucaena, so that we can string the electric fence along the trees eventually. And also then we would have a cross electric fence before and behind the cattle. So while they're in each section, they'll have access to the browse of the Leucaena, and of course the grass and legumes in between. So this is a very mixed felt, not very strong felt. You know, the grass that we're seeing here is not very useful really. A bit of couch grass and stuff. There is some fine stem stylo in here, and as I said, we planted some of those 3 species in here, but I have no idea which of these little seedlings, if any, are the seed that we planted. We'll just have to wait and see how it comes up. I've hunted and hunted. I haven't seen any of the desmodiums coming through, so I'm kind of thinking that that was a bit of a failure. But anyway, we'll see and take it from there. Here's some fine stem stylo. So that is certainly one legume that does work here and does survive on these sandy soils in Marondera area. So here we are. Here's another twin row of the Leucaena. So there's a couple of Leucaena trees coming up. So I'm quite excited about this. I'm hoping that it will work. Leucaena is something that hasn't been widely used in Zimbabwe, maybe because it hasn't really worked that well. But it's worth a try, I think, to see if we can make these alleys of Leucaena and just help to improve the soil. You can see it's very coarse sand. Here's the next 2 lines coming through here. So again, there's a Leucaena tree coming up. So here we are in this. It's about a 5 hectare portion here that I have, that I want to convert into this silver pasture, if you want to call it that. So thanks for watching. Cheers.